Today I'm in my garage demonstrating what it took to get this pedal assembly remounted, to get a new one mounted on my Cadillac 2008 CRX. And the reason I had to replace it is because we were getting a loss of power code on the engine when we were going 60, 70 miles, 80 miles an hour, and all of a sudden the engine cuts out to about maybe 40 miles an hour, and we almost got killed because of it. In GM's ultimate wisdom or lack thereof, they set this thing up to where if it detects a failure on one of the pots, then the engine goes into a power saver limp home mode, I think. And I don't know why they do that. There's two pots in here. They could easily go off of the other one and just issue a message and continue running. Instead, they chose to reduce power for the engine. So anyways, I went and bought one of these. It was $300 and some at the GM store, and the one at the dealership, at the Cadillac dealership, they wanted $600 and some to replace it plus labor. So I decided to take this on myself, since I don't like to let other people work on my cars. So here we go. What I'm going to use to fix the pedals is I need to use the MDI monitoring tool with TechWin 2 from GM, and it's a $55 subscription for 3 days. And right now it's initializing, and I've only got 1 day left. So 1 day is all that I have left, and you got to go through the procedure to relicense it and pay another $55 if I don't do this today. So let's see here. It's going to be diagnostics that I'm going to do. It's a 2008 SRX, so it's a light duty truck, and it is a Cadillac, and I know that it's E from doing some research on the internet. It's a product line for Cadillacs, and it's the body, where I'm going to find that data, and you can see the MDI here. It's communicating with the car, and it communicates over ODB2. So you can see there that it's communicating. And here we're going to take a look at the module. It's got to do with the memory seats. That's where those controls are located. And I can go over to diagnostic trouble codes, and I can look at the trouble codes to establishing communications. And the trouble codes that it's going to show, let's see here. As soon as it starts, it tells me that there are DTCs present. So I tell it to display them to me, and I want to view them all. I can go over with my mouse here and view all DTCs. And there it is. B3633 symptom 5A, adjustable accelerator pedal position, sensor circuit plausibility failure, which basically tells me that the two pedals are not in sync. So I'm going to go through that procedure now. From reading the module, I am told that the accelerator pedal and the brake pedal must be within 0.6 volts of each other, I think. And right now they are not within that value, so I have to move. I'm going to move the brake pedal and see if I can get it to match the accelerator pedal. Okay, you can see that little screw. This one here is the one. This is the one for the brake. The one for the accelerator is way down in there. You can see it right. Shoot, I don't know if you can get quite in there to look at it, but it is right there. Right there. That's the one that needs to be turned. So I'll turn that one by hand. Also, this thing goes by counts. So you can see there the counts. I want to go ahead and turn the accelerator pedal by hand to match 210, which is the brake pedal position. So I disconnected the actual cable that is rotated by the motor, and now I'm going to move the pedal by hand to be able to match that 210. As it turns out, this is more difficult than I thought. It was hard to disconnect the cable from the pedal. It is impossible to reconnect it. My hands just do not fit in there. So I'm gonna have to remove the pedal again. See what happens. Okay, I just want to get one quick look at the old pedal assembly that I replaced, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you that here in a second. Okay, so here's the pedal assembly, and what I'm trying to get back in is this part here. This part here, here's where the cable goes into, and as you can see, it's got to match that little square, and that's what that part with the grease in there, that's what actually gets turned by the cable from the motor to be able to move and turn that screw that moves the pedal assembly up and down to make it adjustable. And those are the sensors that I cut for the sensor. I mean the cables that I cut for the sensor. And these is the actual part that went bad, which is nothing but a really cheap potentiometer. Double potentiometer, it looks like to me, because there's 6 leads in there. So that part went bad. It's about a 30-cent part to make. But this part was sold to me, the new one was sold by a GM parts dealer for $300 and some, and the dealership wanted $600 and something plus installation charge. So so here I am battling this thing. Okay, there I've adjusted the counts for both pedals at 210 counts, and that should be the same voltage on both of them. Let's see if that's true. So I think I can click on the units thing here, and there it is, exactly 4.1 volts. So now I'm going to go ahead and hook up the cable, and the actual cable that turns the screw, the one that's hooked up to the motor, and then see if I can get the DTC to go away. Okay, I was able to adjust the cable. Now I'm reconnecting to Tech 2 Win and see if the trouble codes are still there. So let's see here. It's diagnostics, 2008, light duty truck, Cadillac, code E. This is going to be the body. Establishing communications. You can see what it looks like when it's actually communicating with multiple diagnostic interface. Now I'm going to come down over to memory seat module, enter, and I want to go to the trouble codes. I may have to clear them since I just put that in, but I'll see. Establishing communications, waiting. Okay, trouble codes present, so let's see what they are. Oh, take that back. There are no codes present. Let's just make sure. Let's see, view all DTCs. No trouble diagnostic codes, and that's what we're looking for. So now we know that these things are set up correctly. You can see them moving up, moving down. It's done with this button right here. I think we're done here.